Spot attracting a lot of folks.
Yeah, in the aftermath of the heavy rain, the Stevenson Dam has been working overtime. I know we got a great reported video from there yesterday. News 8's Kent Pierce is there live this morning, and it's still going pretty strong, Kent.
Chris, it's still a very impressive sight. Hasn't dimmed at all since yesterday. You can see the water coming over the spillway there and the floodgates over there. You can't even see the water from here because of all the mist that the falling water, the surging water, is spewing into the air. To give you some idea how much water this is, after a storm like we had, the folks who run the dam say you can get more than 50,000 cubic feet of water per second flowing through that dam. It's a tough number to wrap your head around. Imagine 50,000 basketballs all coming through the dam every second. That's a lot of water. And, of course, it all has to go somewhere, too, and that's a problem for people downriver, too. In the part of the Housatonic that's technically Lake Housatonic, between the Stevenson Dam and the Derby Dam, there are a lot of homes, and a lot of those homes got flooded yesterday. We saw problems in Seymour and Oxford and Derby. Some of those houses ended up looking like islands in the middle of the river, even though they're usually definitely on dry land. And across on the Fairfield County side, certainly in Shelton, the area known as the Maples, well, they're braced for it every year, and this year was no exception. They got water into the first stories of those homes there as well. It's tough for the people who run the dam because, yes, they can control the levels of water to some extent, but for a storm like we had yesterday, or this weekend rather, it was just too much for them to be able to hold back what Mother Nature had in mind because it was such an unusually rough storm, as people around here know.
I don't think I've ever seen it like this in a good 30 years. Even after strong rains like this, and you might come by just out of curiosity, and it's never this bad.
Now, if you're like me, you've probably looked at a hydroelectric dam like this with the water surging through it and said, boy, they're making a lot of money making electricity today. Well, that's not the case, actually. All the water you can see, that's not going to make any electricity. Actually, the intakes and the outputs from the turbines, they're all under the surface, so that stuff is all hidden. So all this water is actually not doing anything to make any more power than they usually make here at the Stevenson Dam. We're live in Monroe. I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.
Thank you, Kent. You just answered my question.